President Akufo-Addo says recent developments globally has forced the government to review the Planting for Food and Jobs initiative introduced 6 years ago. Speaking at the launch of the second phase of the Planting for Food and Jobs initiative in Tamale, Nana Akufo-Addo said a new global order like the war in Ukraine, which has affected the supply chain order, triggered a change in approach. Citi News' Samaria Faye has more.
Planting for Food and Jobs, a flashy program under the Akufo-Addo administration, was inaugurated in April 2017 in Goso, in the then Bono Ahafo region. The objective of the program was to modernize the agri sector of the economy to ensure food security, create employment opportunities, and reduce poverty. The program was also to ensure adequate availability of selected food commodities and to serve as food import substitution. 6 years down the line, President Akufo-Addo says disruption within the supply chain setup has forced government to add new innovation to the program.
6 years may not be too long, but I'm sure you'll agree with me that the dynamics have changed and have improved the circumstances of our nation's agriculture. Nonetheless, the rapid increase in population growth, low access to credit, persisting inefficient methods of production, heavy financial burden on government imposed largely by subsidy of seed and fertilizers, relatively low support for commercial farming, and the impact of climate change call for a review of the Planting for Food and Jobs program. This is necessary to ensure sustainable food security and resilience. Indeed, a recent summit organized by the United Nations on the need to build country food systems in September 2021 in New York, and at the AU Dakar II summit in January 2022, underscored the need for the review of strategies for delivering solutions to challenges in the agricultural sector.
Minister for Food and Agri, Brian Echampon, on his part says the program will see significant improvements in the second phase of the initiative.
If we could properly utilize the existing irrigation schemes deployed by government, we will significantly improve food production for some critical crops such as rice, onion, and tomato. For example, Mr. President, your government, having committed over 1.2 billion Ghana cedis for irrigation infrastructure in the northern regions alone, I see no justification for the current state of high import of vegetables from the sub-region, in spite of the huge potential for all year-round production. Mr. President, in a recent meeting with the onion importers plying the Niger route, it was disclosed to me that on average, an amount of $2 million was spent weekly to import onions. I deem this as an embarrassment and a needless drain on our scarce foreign exchange. It was, however, refreshing to me when they disclosed their willingness to convert their import trade to local production and trading on our irrigation schemes.